Hello, this is Ahlam from Pop Goes the Music. Welcome to our very first episode of chillCHAT, a series of chill chats with some incredible artists. We start things off today with REUBEN JAMES. He is a pianist, a singer, a songwriter. He's 27 years old and he's mostly worked as a musician with a lot of other artists and actually wrote with some of them, such as Sam Smith, Bruno Major. Bruno Major actually called him a harmonic genius. Then last year, REUBEN finally decided to let us discover his own sound. He released his very first record, Adore, and then this year, in June 2020, he's back at it with another EP called Slow Down. I had the pleasure to sit down with REUBEN and chat over the internet about the EP, about his career, and of course about his experience in the music industry. I just had to. Goes the music. Let's talk about the EP. Is it like a quarantine baby?
Yeah, obviously the whole world was forced to slow down, and I was forced to slow down, from going from touring and lots of travel, and just the world was just crazy. Then all of a sudden, just with a click, everything stopped. And I feel like the collection of songs, they were all collaborative, like me, just making some cool beats with my friends. And then in Birmingham at my parents' house, I just laid out some vocals and really just try and make something like almost like an audio bath of just relaxing R&B sounds with that jazz influence that I love. And just really, it's just like a little 19-minute getaway for people to just really just get away from the madness of the world right now and just slow down.
And so you decided to put out the EP, even though a lot of artists have been pushing back releases. Why is that?
I thought about delaying it. I actually did delay it a week because, solidarity for the movement, the Black Lives Matter, and, I didn't want to really be promoting music at that time. But then a week later, I was like, I think, this is important to put out into the world because people need some healing right now, need music. So I know a lot of artists chose not to release their records because, it's difficult. You won't be able to tour. You can't promote it in the same way. But I thought, everyone's at home. People need new music right now. And I've got this body of work and it's called Slow Down. Everybody needs to slow down right now. So I just put it out there. And, it's been beautiful seeing people's reactions.
Speaking of, you created a couple of challenges, the My Line Challenge and the So Cool Challenge. What was the idea?
The My Line Challenge was kind of just a little brainchild that I had before lockdown even happened. I was like, it would be dope. Because I'd posted little snippets of the beat that me and my boy REUBEN James made. There'd been a lot of kind of positive reaction around the actual instrumental. So I was like, imagine after we dropped the My Line song, because it's got so many incredible features on it and everyone's doing their own thing in their own way on top. It would be incredible if we just drop the beat for free so people would download it. And I wasn't really expecting that many people to do it, but then it just kind of took off. Instrumentalists, singers, rappers, dancers, poets, everyone started doing this challenge, and it really just took a life of its own, which was beautiful.
Communication was lost, and it varies why. Plenty reasons, plenty arguments on why you cried, why I got upset, why my anger was blaring, why my tempers always be the one that started flaring.
think it's just been an important way to interact with the fans and the community, and I've been exposed because of it to like loads of amazing new artists and instrumentalists that I probably wouldn't have heard of if not for the talent, and they've actually connected with each other as well. And if I can give anyone a small platform, you know, while I'm doing it, you know, it's all love. Sharing is caring.
And do you think that's the future, more collaborating via dropping beats, dropping songs for free?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm actually working on a song right now with one of the people that did the My Line Challenge. So I think it's definitely the future. I'm definitely one for collaboration. I love bringing musicians and singers and just the most talented people in for my music, because it's, you know, if it's going to make the music better, you know, I love bringing in all the people. And that's what I love about making music.
And how did you end up making music? You started with piano, right?
Yeah, so well, I started with piano and violin when I was about, piano was about 4, maybe 3 or 4. Then violin, and I've just been doing it ever since. Started singing from young and writing songs since I was about 13, 14. At school, you know, writing my little R&B tunes, playing a bit of jazz piano, and just hanging around with, you know, dope musicians that have really inspired me. And all my friends are just incredible musicians, so that really kind of drives me to try and be better.
And do you have a musical family?
Yeah, my sister plays piano and violin, and she sings.
Come back, Georgia, come back. Come back, Georgia, come back.
But more just like the family's great lovers of music. Everyone loves really good music.
How was growing up in Birmingham for you? Like, aside from your music, how were you as a kid?
You know, I was just like just a regular kid from Brum. You know, I played a lot of football, and I used to go to the Birmingham Conservatoire on a Saturday and learn jazz music, and used to play in like an orchestra. We used to play violin, and then, you know, I really loved growing up in Birmingham. You know, it's where all my family are. You know, my childhood friends, and it was a beautiful place with a lot of opportunities. And from when I was young, I started gigging when I was about 15, working the circuit in Birmingham. Birmingham was really good to me. It's always looked after me, and yeah, I loved growing up there.
Just like the night will fall, I know that I will hear you call.
Over the years, you worked with a lot of artists. When was that moment when you were like, I'm gonna drop music in my own name and do my own thing?
I've always been thinking about it for years and years and years, but I felt like it was, it was kind of one of those vibes where I woke up and I was like, yo, either I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna keep saying that I want to do this. And then at some point you just gotta do it, and just, it's scary and it's the unknown, and you're kind of putting yourself out there to a certain extent. But it just felt weird that I'd been in the music game so long and I've got no music that represents me. And you know, I've got lots of music that I've written for other people and been involved in for other people and different artists, which has been amazing, and a beautiful way to express my thing through their projects. But now it's like, I felt it was the right time to just put my own, 2 cents into the world and see who likes it.
And what's the difference between composing for someone and composing for yourself?
I feel like you kind of have to be a kind of therapist in a way to write for someone else. You've got to kind of be a chameleon in the sense that you've got to know a lot of different genres. You've got to be able to adapt to different rooms, different scenarios, and really kind of help evoke the right emotion from an artist and really facilitate what they're feeling and the sound that they're trying to go for and the story that they're trying to tell, and just kind of bringing the best out of them in a way, and while, you know, shining your own personality through, but really staying true to their vision. And yeah, I mean, a lot of artists have a very strong vision and very strong lyric ideas and melodies and harmony. Others more harmonic, more, you know, everybody's different. So I never approach a writing session in the same way. But writing for myself, it's a tiny bit trickier because, you know, it's not just like writing with someone else. It's not. It's like it's your own baby. So it's got to be like heartfelt and authentic. So you really got to really think about what you're trying to say, because it's there forever.
And is it difficult to figure out what is your voice?
Not really. Maybe when I was younger, because I had so many opinions around me that I cared about, and I was just like, you know, too worried about what people would think, and I was so good at playing different genres and putting different hats on, and, you know, gelling into so many different scenarios of writing for other people, that it's like you start to think, what do I actually want to do? Because I can do, you know, jazz music, I can do R&B music, I can do pop music, do folk music, I can do reggae music, and I love all of it. But then at a certain point, you know, from just living life and growing up and just becoming my own man, I realized that you don't have to confine yourselves to genres and what people's opinions and, you know, however people want to box you. It's just best to just make whatever you want to make. I didn't really need to find myself, but I just needed to just start writing more music for myself so that it would create its own sound based on all of my influences, which I think, you know, is kind of coming into its own right now.
And what are your influences?
Definitely heavily influenced by jazz music. You know, a lot of jazz piano players, from Ahmed Jamal, Oscar Peterson, Herbie Hancock, Bill Evans, Errol Garner, you know, the whole lineage. I'm a big piano head, and I'm also a big R&B head. Like, I grew up in like 90s R&B to early 2000s. From my big sister, she got me into that, and just from my mom, like, you know, a lot of reggae music, lovers rock, and, you know, Stevie Wonder. My parents listened to a lot of Stevie Wonder. Yeah, my dad got me to Bob Dylan. I'm all over the place, but yeah, I just like good music. That's my favorite genre, good music.
Ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe, even you don't know by now. Ain't no use to sit
And you've been in the music industry for a while now. What was your experience like?
People always say that I've been in the game for a while now, but I still feel like a novice, still feel brand new. The industry's changing every minute, like, and I'm not an expert on anything. I just kind of been just play it by ear. But I try not to think too much about industry. I just try and think about just surrounding myself with people that, you know, are friends, and people that I like, people that I think are talented, and just I like making music, basically. Like, kind of like leave the industry things to like other people, like managers and lawyers and all of that kind of thing. I just like thinking about music. That's all I really care about.
You don't like talking about industry, but you're in that business. So let's say the music business. It's a field that's majorly white, around 80% in the US. and in the UK. As a black man, did you ever find yourself in a situation where you were like, oh, like things are different for me?
I mean, I suppose that in every aspect of life, you're always going to feel like things are a bit different. But I don't know, there are a lot of opportunities and a lot of doors that do open because, you know, from being black, it's been like, and there's a lot of opportunities that aren't open. I mean, I've experienced both sides. But you know, we're all inspired by black music, and you know, I feel like, you know, I always like to pay homage to my heroes, and yeah, it's weird. I mean, obviously, you walk into a lot of these meetings, and it's all white faces, and you know, and it needs to change really. But you know, it's obviously with what's been going on. Hopefully, the wheels are set in motion to try and, you know, give more opportunities, especially behind the scenes and in the music business. You know, places like Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, record labels, publishers, just A&Rs, just everything. I feel like, you know, fingers crossed, you know, it's a move in the right direction to help, you know, give black people more opportunities in the biz.
Do you think this recent wave is really something real? Like it's not just for show?
I think there's gonna be a lot of things happening just because people are trying to save face. But you know, at least it's a start, and hopefully, you know, it continues to, you know, the pressure continues on the industry to really just put their hands up and just start, you know, giving equal ops and like equal pay as well.
And for you, what's next musically?
I'm working on a mixtape right now. It's kind of halfway there. But yeah, I'm gonna put out some music definitely again this year. I'm gonna put out a longer project, and I'm just gonna keep putting music out, and you know.
As we wait for new music, if you're craving more content, we've got you covered. We did a track by track of Slow Down the EP with Reuben himself, who went over the making of each song, and it's available on our website as of right now in English and in French. You'll find all the links in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We'll be hopefully making new episodes of Chill Chat in the future. If you enjoy this kind of content, please support us. Please follow us on social media so we can keep growing. Pop Goes the Music is a really tiny baby, and your support means the world to us. Thank you once again. Thank you to Reuben for agreeing to chat with us, and I'll just leave him the very last few words. See you soon.
It's been wonderful. Thank you guys for checking me out. You can find me on social media. It's REUBEN James. You can check out my brand new EP, Slow Down, on all streaming services. My first EP is also out. They're both available on vinyl. Adore. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy.